Welcome back, it's Nan, and today I got another big video for you guys. We are going to be going over a Final Fantasy VII Remake update, a Horizon Forbidden West update, and lastly an article discussing how the AMD CEO is thrilled about how the consoles are doing. Now before we get into that, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. Now let's get right into it, starting with this article that comes from PSU.com. Originally sourced from Gematsu. This article is titled Square Enix Files New Final Fantasy VII Trademarks in More Regions. As spotted by Gematsu, the previously filed Final Fantasy VII trademarks from earlier in the month have now been filed in more countries. Specifically, Ever Crisis has now been filed in Canada and Europe, whilst Square Enix also filed the new Shinra logo in Europe as well. So obviously we don't know much about what these could possibly mean. Some people think they could be a spin-off, some people think it could be part 2, just a subtitle, and either guess could really be it, right? I don't think it's going to be DLC. I think that's probably very unlikely for FF7 Remake to get DLC, at least story DLC. But to go over the tweet that Gematsu made, they said update Square Enix trademarked Ever Crisis in Canada on January 18th and Ever Crisis and the Shinra logo in Europe on January 19th. So we're seeing these trademarks come through now, and I wonder how far off we are from getting more information on these Final Fantasy projects, which I believe them to be. Could they be animated films? Could they be games? It's hard to say. There isn't too much information out there. I mean, there's a lot of speculation that we can do based on the names. You know, I personally think that, yeah, it could probably be spin-off games. You know, it could be films, it could be animated series, it could be books, it could be really anything. It's hard to go off anything here. It's all going to be speculation no matter what. So that's all I really have to say about that. But on to our next topic, and this is a pretty big one too. This comes from VideoGamesChronicle.com, and it's titled Fewer Horizon Zero Dawn PC Updates Planned as Guerrilla Shifts Focus to Forbidden West. So Guerrilla Games has said it plans to offer fewer updates for the PC version of Horizon Zero Dawn as it shifts more resources to the game's upcoming sequel. They say, as our team continues development on our upcoming title, Horizon Forbidden West, we are shifting to less frequent updates for Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition for PC after this patch. It said, please note that we will continue to monitor our community spaces as always. We want to thank you all for your continued support and for sending in your crash reports over the past months. The information we received through your reports was invaluable to further investigate and help fix some of the trickier issues that we fixed in patch 1.1. So as we know, finally they're finishing up work on Horizon Zero Dawn patches. The game sold really well on PC, with 716,000 copies digitally sold during its release month. In fact, it's nearly as large as The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt launch, and that's a huge game, as you all know. Ultimately, I think this is good news for us, right? This means that they're going to be shifting all their focus to Horizon Forbidden West, which they've literally verbatim stated here, and that's good news considering this game is due out in 2021. So I would really hope that they're starting to ramp up and start to get ready to have this game go gold, because if they plan on launching in 2021, we've already entered 2021. We're at the end of January, basically, coming into February now. It's starting to begin to get into that phase where we need to see a trailer, we need to see maybe a release window outside of just saying, early or late 2021, preferably a month or something along those lines that we can look forward to. Obviously, they may wait for a little while longer before they even do that, but regardless, I think this is going in the right direction. Between Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok, these are two games that are supposed to drop this year, and we haven't got enough information specifically about Ragnarok. That we really don't have too much about that, but Forbidden West, I feel like, based on the trailer they showed us, which looked incredible, I think it's time that they give us a little more information, and I'm sure in the coming months we are going to get a lot more info, maybe a new trailer, maybe a release date. I'm hoping, but I guess time will tell. Now on to our last topic, and this comes from WCCFtech.com, and it's titled AMD CEO Thrilled with How Console Launches Went. There's higher demand than we thought. So AMD CEO Lisa Su participated in a remote Q&A with select journalists after her CES 2021 virtual keynote. Lisa Su said the company is thrilled with how these releases went and added that there is higher demand for the console than they had anticipated. Lisa goes on to say, "We're thrilled with how the console launches went. You've heard separately from Sony and Microsoft their discussions about the size of the launches and the reception of the products. From our standpoint, if you think about it, with just the amount of new hardware that had to come into place, millions of units of both consoles or all three consoles that needed to ship, it came together very nicely. As far as what we've learned, there was higher demand than we thought, and we're trying to put more capacity in place for that. But we're very happy with the launches, with the partnerships with both Sony and Microsoft. They have somewhat different strategies, but we've partnered very well with both of them. This is a big cycle. That says a lot about how much technology we've been able to integrate into the console form factor. And this all really says a lot, right? We've heard it time and time again, how people said this next console is going to be the last console generation, or the next one's the last console generation. And it seems like that's not even a discussion anymore. At least I don't see it as often, because consoles are very successful right now. We see a lot of units selling on both ends. We see that, people are really interested and engaged with the console market. They want to own the PS5. They want to own the Xbox Series S and X. It is not something that I think most people anticipated, because clearly a lot of people were expecting consoles to be phased out, and we're really not there, and I don't think we're going to get there anytime soon. And of course, AMD being the ones that are, providing the hardware for the PS5, for the Xbox Series, it's only good for them to know that they are going to have a lot more business in the future, given that people are very excited for these consoles. So as a console gamer, and although I do have a gaming PC, for me, it's really nice to hear that consoles are very successful and that we're going to see them flourish into the future and well into the future. It makes me happy. I'm sure it makes a lot of you guys happy who enjoy playing on your consoles. You don't want to have to use a cloud streaming system. You don't want to have to stick to PC. There's just something about the console experience that is the most appealing for myself, and I'm sure a lot of you can agree with me as well. But that's all I have for you guys today, and I'd love to hear from you on your thoughts on the new Square Enix patents that have been filed in Canada and Europe. What do you think of that? What do you think these games could be about? What do you think of this Horizon Forbidden West update? Guerrilla shifting all their focus over to Horizon Forbidden West and no longer worrying too much about Horizon Zero Dawn on PC, as they feel it's reached a stable point. Are you excited for what we're going to see, and when do you think we're going to see a new trailer or maybe a release date? Lastly, how do you feel about what the AMD CEO had to say? Are you super excited about console demand being so great and how well the console launches have gone? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos. Hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Links will be in the description. And share this video with a friend. I will talk to you all on the next one. Take care.